you should remember that you had a conversation with someone over arguments involving Triple H and Roman Reigns over titles, because you thought it was weird how Triple H never got a title rematch clause.
Right.
When this person told you that if a person wins the title and that same person was involved in that title match, and if they have a rematch, that whoever wins that is the final match. And clearly Sasha and Charlotte have had the title match before, so whoever wins this match doesn't get a title rematch clause technically.
But the exception with the circumstances now, I think, is that even in that event, you've only got a roster with 4 or 5 people who aren't the champion, and you need a number 1 contender. So then you can have some sort of triple threat, fatal 4-way, tournament type of thing where Sasha Banks is in it, and earns the number 1 contender spot. So even though she doesn't have the rematch clause, you can still write in on the episodes of Raw her earning the number 1 contendership. Which I think actually works really nicely to building Sasha Banks as a babyface as well. Mm-hmm. With working hard and overcoming obstacles and all that stuff that they use all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the shocker here. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm picking Charlotte in a shocker to become 2-time women's champion.
I'm gonna pick Sasha. I'm gonna pick the obvious one, and
I
mainly
hope you're right.
I mainly see it happening because I feel like Charlotte and Sasha will continue, but it won't just be the two of them. I feel like maybe Dana Brooke can get involved in this as herself, because remember the whole thing with Charlotte and Dana Brooke kind of going on, where before it looked as if Charlotte was going to betray Dana Brooke, but then Dana
Sasha. So you're saying that something like Sasha will retain here, and then Dana will end up getting the next shot at the title, to which Charlotte can come in and cost Dana help cost her that or whatever.
And with
something like that?
Yeah, something like that. And already with Nia Jax, we predicted that she might be that 6-man tag partner. Her being in that match already makes her worthy enough to face Sasha Banks. Come on, if she's going to destroy already well-known females on another brand, I think Nia Jax kind of deserves a title shot sometime soon. Then. For
sure, but the issue with that is that they're building Nia Jax as this monster. Whenever you put her in the title picture, she's got to win it, right? You can't end her whole undefeated, unbeatable monster persona, just to give her a title shot and have her lose it. Whenever you put her in, you gotta put the belt on her, and I don't know that you want to take it out of Charlotte and Sasha, just quite yet.
We could have not only Sasha versus Dana, but I was actually thinking more of the lines of Sasha defending her title in a triple threat match featuring Charlotte and Dana, where Charlotte and Dana could have the two advantage, it's kind of a gain up on Sasha.
They'll gain up on her for a while, but then they'll both eventually get greedy, which will cost them, and Sasha
then have
retains.
the split kind of between the two, which kind of leads to that. But yeah, I'll pick Charlotte. Let's move on.
No, I'm picking Charlotte. You're picking Sasha.
Oh no, I meant Sasha. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not picking Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm picking Charlotte. All right. So
I'm not Scott Balls here. I'm not in charge of this.
All right. So we are on to what might be the final chapter in this feud. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. John Cena Sucks versus AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Should be a fantastic match. I mean, these two guys can wrestle with the best of them. They've already proven that with other people and with each other. Here recently. They do have really good in-ring chemistry. The technical aspect of their performances are really, really good. And they're both really good on the mic and charismatic. But like I said, we need something here. SummerSlam, I want to say, is like John Cena's pay-per-view, basically. If you look through his SummerSlam history, I want to say he's got a remarkable 8 8-1, 9-2, something like that type of SummerSlam record. I could be wrong. It might be someone else I'm thinking of, or a different show that I'm thinking of. But I want to say I saw that not too long ago. But that being said, I have felt this whole time with the AJ Cena storyline, like this needs to be one of those that doesn't go the usual way, where the person who's not John Cena wins the first couple battles, but Cena wins the war at the very end. I felt like this one really, Cena needs to put over AJ properly by losing the final match or the biggest and final match of this feud to AJ. And so I want that to happen as a fan. It makes sense to me as a booker. I think you get a lot more. And with Cena being away from the WWE more often now, filming hefty commercials and movies and hosting TV award shows and everything, it's like he needs to start doing what Chris Jericho and Triple H and Big Show and Kane and all these guys have been doing for quite a while now, and that's truly helping to get over some of this other talent, not just allowing them to work with you and going, okay, well, I'm still going to squash you at the end of this, but, just working with me is enough to...
It's not like a KO. It's not like a KO or a Nexus deal where it's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to squash you at the end of this all, like, John, I'll let you beat me once, maybe kind of have an upper advantage, John, but then at the end of the day, John still goes, nope, I'm still on top of the world, I'm still the champ. But with the new era, clearly, it's all about, can John Cena hold up with the new era? And this match is kind of that defining point in that answer of, really, can John Cena hold up to the new era?
Well, and I think that the whole fuel behind their rivalry this whole time, or how the storyline's been playing out, I should say, has been the can AJ beat John legitimately clean one-on-one. That's been the whole tease, the whole time. The victory that AJ got, he owned John the whole time, but just couldn't quite finish, and so ref gets distracted and his buddies in the club come in and help him cheat, and that's how he gets the win. Then the next time they put them all in a tag team, and John gets the win because, well, if it was fair fight, even numbers, then John's team wins.
Also, John pins AJ in that match as well. By the way, John pinned AJ for that win.
Right, so I think that if John wins this match, then there's no payoff for any of this. And what was the point of any of this? I don't see it. I just don't see it. It'd be a huge wasted opportunity. So I'm going AJ Styles to win this match.
Okay.
Clean, 1-2, no, completely clean. Like, no holding the tights and the ref doesn't see it. Nothing. A clean victory, 1-2-3, middle of the ring for AJ Styles over John Cena.
I have to agree with that. I think that AJ is going to beat him fair and square. And by the way, you were wrong about John Cena's SummerSlam record.
Is it the opposite? Does he have a bad SummerSlam?
He doesn't have the best. From information I have, he's got like a 4-7 record, 4 wins, 7 losses. Okay. It's not too terrible.
Does WrestleMania, does he have like a way more wins than losses type of one?
WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I think WrestleMania's he's got a bunch.
Do you know what Randy Orton's SummerSlam record is? Because I might have been thinking of Randy Orton.
Let me check.
I might have been thinking of Randy Orton. I just know that I had some wrestler pointed out to me recently.
Randy Orton's had a more wins record, but it's not outstanding either.
Okay.
I know Hulk Hogan's had an amazing SummerSlam record.
Sure.
He's had he's won every single SummerSlam he's ever been in, so he's already got an advantage by that.
Yeah. All right.
Hulk Hogan's got 6-0 wins at SummerSlam.
Nice.
He's a monster.
All right.
Don't shoot me for mentioning Hulk Hogan.
Hey, they still sell some of his stuff in places, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But all right, so we are going to continue moving on here. We've only got a couple matches to go. We are going to be wrapping this up here
AJ needs that clean win.
But yes, AJ needs that win. And honestly, even if AJ has to do just a little bit of cheating, like holding the trunks or foot on the rope
just
or something, just a little bit, I'm okay with that. Just so long as he gets the pin.
Because count the endless times he's lost. He's lost to Jericho at WrestleMania. He lost to Roman Reigns twice. He lost to John Cena in that tag team match. Clearly, Styles just needs to get this big win that says, I am legit. I am not just some guy who's from traveling all over the world just to fight in WWE. I am here to stay, and I am here to be the man.
Yes. All right. Now we got to get these 3 last matches done, and these are the 3 biggest matches of the show as we are running out of time. We will start with the SmackDown champion, that being WWE World Champion Dean Ambrose, defending his title in a babyface versus babyface matchup versus Dolph Ziggler. This one came completely out of freaking nowhere. I don't think anybody saw this coming.
Dolph Ziggler super kicked his way into this match.
Try and sum up what they've had going on. They're building Dolph Ziggler as, kind of a Daniel Bryan underdog, prove himself sort of thing. Dean Ambrose is showing shades of CM Punk.
You can honestly say
heel turn.
You can honestly say he's just a tweener right now. It's tweener versus babyface.
Yes, and to me, there's only 2 options for this match. Either Dolph wins as the surprise, shocking, deserving babyface that's worked hard for so long and been renowned throughout the business as an amazing performer, but never been used properly, never been given the opportunities and stuff like that.
That's my pick, by the way.
We're getting to that. Or you have to do something with Dean Ambrose's character. Otherwise, this whole good guy versus good guy, 2 guys that we love, makes no sense whatsoever. And I personally feel, based off everything I've seen, and what makes the most sense to me, is that Dean Ambrose is turning heel, ladies and gentlemen, and he is going to despicably somehow find a way to defeat Dolph Ziggler and retain his WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
I think Dean Ambrose is going to turn heel in frustration, which is kind of one of the best ways to turn heel, where you're just fed up with just everything around you, and you just show your rage and frustrations out at the world. I think that Dean will lose the title because he messed up. Like, Dean will cost himself the match. He will somehow mistakenly cost himself the match, which will lead him to be really upset with himself and ultimately just beat the crap out of Dolph Ziggler after the match in frustration with himself, and eventually would just become a heel and start his turn from there. Like, we've seen great heels come from this storyline in terms of Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan, some of the 2 best heels ever, where they were considered 2 of the best faces ever. And Dean is kind of one of those really great faces. He's very popular, so he will make a very effective heel turn.
And you are in agreement that one of their 2 titles will switch. One of SmackDown's 2 titles will switch hands. Yeah. We've just chosen the different title. My primary reason why I think Dean will retain the title is I just don't think that SmackDown is ready yet to have their champion be somebody that is not Dean Ambrose, John Cena, AJ Styles, or Randy Orton. I think those are the only 4 guys on their roster right now that can carry that show in its infant beginning stage, which it is right now, which is extremely precious, as the man, as the champ. I think they're building Dolph to an eventual really nice championship reign sometime, hopefully by the end of the year.
With Dolph, though, I don't think it...
not here at the Show of Shows, I don't think.
With Dolph, though, I don't...
Not the Show of Shows, the Summer Show of Shows.
With Dolph, I don't think it works, though. I think you need to have the shock win, or you don't do it at all. Because with Dolph, he's clearly been pushed to the side countless times before, and you need the win to be a shock. You can't make it look obvious. You have to make it like a Daniel Bryan Summerslam victory, where it was the shocking, finally underdog, type win. I think that you got to do the situation with Dolph in it. Otherwise, it kind of looks predictable, honestly, and it really isn't the best way with the whole point of Dolph getting this title shot.
Here's one other point in the title shot that I had never thought of until just now. It was reported for a long, long time until things started changing.